few weeks ago, I got a soft tissue injury on my foot, and I was really upset because I couldn't do the things that I love to do. So today I'm going to tell you what you should do when you get an injury. First things first, I know this is harder than it sounds, but get a grip of yourself. Now I know that that's harder than it sounds, especially when coming from someone who's not injured at that moment, because it can be absolutely devastating when you get an injury. But first thing you got to do, you got to pull yourself together, because if you can't think straight, you can't do the next thing I'm going to tell you to do. Next thing you got to do what little you can do. When I had an injured foot, within 2 days, I amassed 600 press ups, and I was doing what I could do, because if you've got an injury on your foot, you can't really train your legs much. I still train my upper body, and I still stuck to my diet. So when you've got an injury, don't deviate from your diet and do what little you can do. If you've got an injury on your arm, do your legs, do your abs. If you've got a soft tissue injury on your foot like I did, train your upper body, train your back, train your abs, train what you can do. Just do whatever you can do. One thing I will say though is if you've got a broken arm, don't go doing one arm press ups and get an imbalance on the other arm, because you'll never recover from that. The last thing you gotta do, you gotta let it recover. Now, this is coming from someone who doesn't like to sit still all day, so I know how frustrating this can be, especially if you know that it's going to take time to heal. But you've got to give yourself a chance to rest. Think of it, you're not being lazy. Don't feel guilty about it, because you're not being lazy. You're giving your foot time to recover. You're giving your arm time to recover. You're giving your injury time to recover, so that it doesn't become a chronic injury in the future, so that you don't injure it again if you do heal. So that is what you should do if you've got an injury. Like, subscribe, share this video with someone who's got an injury, or if you've got an injury yourself, take my advice. Please, give your injury time to rest, and do what little you can do, and keep a clear head as well. Because if you can't keep a clear head, you're going to be really stressed for the whole time you're healing. So don't get too stressed, don't worry about it. Eventually it's going to heal, and be very careful when you are resting it.